Hi guys, good evening to you, good morning to you, wherever you're watching from. Uh, it's been a while, and I just thought to share some things that I've been working on lately. I think I'll be dropping more stuffs. Consistently now compared to how I used to before. Uh, Work has been crazy lately. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So I did this vocoder cover for myself on Old Love by Steph, and I just thought to share the breakdown of how I made it. Um, okay, I think we can just listen a bit. So let's listen a bit of it, and then I will explain what I did. All right. If you want to watch the full video, it's on my page on YouTube, and you can also watch on Instagram. My Instagram handle is going to be under the caption. All right, let's get to it. So I started with this sound. It's a rainy sound that I got from the internet. So or a stormy sound. I got a stormy sound and a bird sound. So this is what the storm sounds like. Then it has a thunder sound towards the end. Let me play the thunder sound so you can hear what it sounds like. I really love that thunder sound. Like I really, really love it. So after I added that, I complemented it with this. And on this, I added a reverb, a shimmer reverb, to just give it some width. And then I cut out the high end. So both of them, this is what it sounds like. And this is playing all through the song. Gets here, the thunder sound. So after I did this, I went straight to the piano. And I'm using this piano from Sunday Keys. This is the smashed piano. This is what it sounds like. So it sounds so cool. So this was what I did with it. Now, I love having transitions in my songs. So I added these two transitions just to give us that that heaviness, because we're coming from here. One, two, go. You see that? So it has both the riser and boom together. So that's why I like it. So I don't have to look for risers and all those EFX and boom kick. This is like three in one. The one thing that I really okay, let me get to this point. I'll get to the bass soon. So at this point where the music started coming in, I added this, then I added the tambourine, then I added the bell verb. So they are all playing in different places, except where the bell verb is supporting the low snare at this third point. So this is what it sounds like. And both of them together. So if I play with the piano, this is what it sounds like. If I play it with all the effects, this is what it sounds like. So this is already giving me the feeling that I wanted in the song. And then I added bass. So I have four types of bass, and they're all doing different things. This is the main bass. This has more like width around it, so it sounds like this. So it has this is from Spire, Beatitude from Spire. Then I have this from Worship Essential, Worship Sound Essential. This is just supporting. See, this is edgy. It's not as deep as the first one, but if I play the two together without the main bass, there's no low end. There's not as much low end as I wanted. Then I added another bass from Worship Essential that is giving us more like a pulsing bass, but in a 1/4. And as you can see, this is brighter, even though it is a bass. So if I join it with the other two bass, this is what it sounds like. And I added another bass also from Worship Essential. So this is more like a brassy bass. So I'm mixing five bass together. Then I have another pulsing bass. So this is 1/4. This is 1/8. So together, this is what they sound like. If I play all the bass together, this is what it sounds like. With all the percussions and effects. So we have this with the piano. Yeah. Then to the drums, I'm a big fan of big drums. So for this song, I wanted it to be cinematic. I wanted it um to have this feel that when you hear it, it feels like a war cry. So I added this kick first. Then I added a tom to support it. By the time I added it to the bass and the percussion, this was what I had. But I wasn't feeling that energy because I wanted it to be big. So I went in to look for more toms that were bigger, and I got this from Damage, and this is what it sounds like. Now this is supporting the bass, and this is helping them move well. So I got it from I got it from Damage, and I bounced it. Then I added another one. This one is the one doing more rhythmic stuffs because it's not just hitting, it's adding other things. So all together, this is what they sound like. So if I play all of it with the bass, this is what this sound like. Add the piano. So now for the aux, that's all about the main element. Then for the aux, so I wanted something very solemn, but at the same time, I still wanted some, elements. So first thing that I added is a drone pad, and this is what it sounds like. Then the next thing that I added is this. It's called Starfield Piano from Omnisphere, and this is what it sounds like. So this is not the original sound. This is what it sounds like. So I didn't want the direct sound to my face, so I added shimmer pad, and then I added a delay just to take away the initial attack. I just wanted the effect that comes with the piano, and this is what it sounds like with the drum pad. Then I added another plugin from Omnisphere called Distant Memories, and I did the same thing. I added shimmer pad. So I use a lot of shimmer pads to so they when you use shimmer pads on when you use shimmer reverb on pad like sounding elements, maybe things that sounds like pad, things that sound like strings, sometimes some lead synths, it makes it sound a bit bigger, and it pushes it slightly to the back so it's not in your face. And then I used an EQ to remove some frequencies that were disturbing me. So this is what it sounds like. So with this and with the drone, you can see that the shimmer reverb is giving it character. Then I added so I added a pluck sound, and this is what it sounds like. So the sweet thing about this is that I automated the mod wheel. Automated the modulation. So when it gets to this point, the modulation starts coming up. The tone of the sound starts changing. When it gets here, you can see I brought the mod wheel up. And then another thing that I did, because when I brought the mod wheel up, the volume became louder. So I automated the volume and I brought the volume down. So while the mod wheel is going up, the volume is coming down. So that's why we have consistent volume between when the mod wheel was down and when it went up. And then I did the same thing for this element. So for most of my productions, I love to use this particular sound to add this particular type of lead 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 sound. And this is what it sounds like. So I'm using Spire, and under Spire it's called Dancer, and I'm automating the cutoff. Now from here, look at the cutoff right here. This cut one. Watch how this will start going up to blend with this line. It's going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. And I'm also doing volume automation to bring the volume down. I remember I spoke about reverb, so I'm adding shimmer to it. Without shimmer, it sounds too dry and direct. But with the shimmer, it gives it a kind of feel, it gives it character. You can see the cutoff, it goes back down. So that's one thing, most of the things that I do to make my sound unique. So altogether, if I add our main then I added these strings. The string that I played and I just bounced. So I'm playing two different types of strings. And I added the emotional cello. Then I added airways. Airways is something that I use a lot on most production. And it's not doing so much. Then I added chimes. So on this chime, I added something called shaper box to give it a panning effect. Without the shaper box, this is what it sounds like. It's just in your face. But with the shaper box, this is what it sounds like. So when making sound, I try as much as I can to be intentional with whatever I'm doing. I'm not just picking sound and then putting the sound for the sound to just be there. The sound is serving a purpose. So after that, I added this galaxy sound. That's all it's doing. So I needed some extra brightness because the song is sounding big, but it needs to still be bright. So then I added this guy, Happy Lead. Everybody knows Happy Lead. And I panned it extremely to the left. That's that. Then Shima Me. All these ones are more like pads and all. Then I added, because this cello was not cutting through. So I added another one and panned them a bit to the left, a bit to the right. Then add this. I use this as transition. I have this riser. And finally, the timpani bell. That's basically all that I did. I try as much as I can to be minimal when I'm producing anything. Try to focus on making it sound bigger as opposed to using sounds to make it bigger. So I take time to do sound selection. I take time to make sure that whatever sound I'm picking is what I need to use, and I'm not just using a sound because, oh, somebody used it. I ask, "Oh, why am I using this sound? What's the purpose?" For example, I could have used any piano. I could have used Keyscape piano. I have different types of pianos. I could have used any of that, but I chose to use this because this has the character of what I need for the song. In the music, this is what it sounds like. It's cutting through. Some of these big pianos won't through when you add them to the song or to your song. So I added the Valhalla Shima on the piano, and then let me see, on my vocoder sound. So I have two vocoder. I do my vocoder on Ableton. I'll show you I'll make a video soon talking about how I do my vocoder. But anyways, I did the vocoder on Ableton and I exported it back to Logic. And this is what it sounds like. You need to know you more and more. I want to know you more and more. Just to hold you. So this is poly. Poly means I'm playing chords, and this is mono. Means I'm playing just one note. So for the vocoder, I already have it mixed on my Ableton. But I just had to mix it into the song. So I added this EQ to take out some of the frequencies that I didn't need. Then I added a bit of compression. Not really much. Then I added EQ, another EQ to take out this that kept on disturbing me. And then I added extra reverb. Then for the mono, I just added an EQ to cut out the lows. And then I added a compressor. And that's basically all that I'm doing. And okay, the stereo out. So for the master, I'm adding this Abbey Road TJ mastering. I'm just using it for stereo spread, stereo width, and then using the God particle, and I'm just using 34. I'm not using a lot because this Abbey Road is already giving me that width. This God particle is adding extra width that I didn't want, so I just had to drop it down. Then I added SPL Ion. This is my go-to mastering compressor. So I'm not doing anything higher or lesser than 1 dB. It's going to be hitting close or 1 dB. It doesn't go past 1 dB. and then I have the black box to just give me a bit of saturation, and then Pro L to just my limiter. So let me take this out without the Pro L. Let me take the rest out so you hear what it sounds like. See how it's sounding bigger. The combination of those plugins are making it sound bigger. So let me put them one after the other so you can hear what they are doing. This is without anything. This has given me speed. Also, usually I'll take this to 16 and take this to 2. So we have this. That's both particle out. Then the compressor out, out, then we have the black box. It gives you that extra saturation. And then the limiter.
Jesus, to know you is to know you more and more.
So, guys, that's all about everything I did in this song. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. If you want me to do any specific type of tutorial, you can also drop it in the comment section. You can follow me on Instagram at Magical Sounds. My my Instagram handle is going to be dropped on the caption of this video. All right, see you again, same time very soon.